Hey, everybody. Welcome to tonight's Let's Talk Autism Open Discussion. For those of you who don't know me, I am Nita. I am one of the admins of this wonderful establishment that we call Autism and Us.
Hi, everyone, and I'm Linda. I'm the other admin here at Autism and Us. Welcome.
And if you are very new to our open discussions, what this is about is all of us getting together and talking about autism and our journeys, asking questions, supporting one another, learning from each other. Um, and I'm sharing as usual, so please forgive me. Give me a second here.
Hey, Teresa and
If you
Kimberly.
are a parent,
sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. If you are a parent and you have a question in the chat, and if feel free to throw it in the chat. If you can answer a question in the chat, feel free to answer it. We'll get to questions as they come. And that's it for me. I'm going to finish sharing now.
Okay, so hey, Teresa and Kimberly, Kenyana. Hey, Barbara. Hey, Charles. Hey, Sonia. How's everybody today? Hey, Lori.
Hey, everybody. Teresa. Hey, Kimberly. Yeah, my grandson. Little feisty little thing. Hey, Barbara. Mr. Charles. Hey, Sonia. Hey, Dannon. All right. So what's been happening, everyone, since the last time? Hey, Danielle. Everyone ready for school? It's almost that time. I know some go back in August.
I think some even went back in the in July, because some will start like I don't know if they go year round or why they start early, but last year some kids started in July.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Emily goes back supposed to be in 2 weeks, but we're gonna have an IEP right before school starts, and I think we may put her to homeschool. We're still trying to decide. They said that you have an IEP meeting so that they can try to figure out how to meet her IEP goals on independent study at home.
Okay.
So we're gonna see how that goes. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, DeAndre doesn't start till after the holiday.
That Tuesday after or
the month? Yeah, Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday right after. Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it is on a Monday, right?
Yeah, yeah. My dad used to always say that. He was like, I don't understand why y'all start school before what is it, Labor Day.
Labor Day.
And he said, I never heard of such a thing. He said we always started after. But it happened every single year, and he always acted like he was surprised.
Same old thing, Dad.
Right? We do this every year.
Teresa says, how do I keep my son from moving around when I'm trying to clip his nails? Oh goodness, that may be a hard one, especially if he's real active. Might have to get something to grab his attention while you're doing it.
And do you try when he sleeps? I'm sure. I know it doesn't always go as well as you think, but yeah, or as well as you plan. But that's always a thing to try when he sleeps.
How about anyone experiencing lots of anger? When you say
had our
go ahead.
No, what were you going to ask about it?
I was just gonna say, when you say lots of anger, what do you mean? Is it triggered from something, or is he just angry all the time?
And we went through that a lot, right, in the preteen years and the beginning of the teen years. Oh my goodness. And it would come in waves sometimes. Sometimes it felt like it wasn't a wave. Sometimes it just felt like it was always. But but I know when I look back, it was coming and going. But yeah, we went through that.
Was it like triggered by something, or
sometimes it was
hormones?
It was just, it seemed like it was hormones, but it could, like, she would look for things to be upset about. Even if she didn't care about that, it was almost like she would need to be in that, and she had to figure out what she wanted to be upset about. Mm-hmm. But if something went wrong, though, it was triggered, then it was really, really bad.
I'm sorry.
He looked like he's typing or trying to type.
Yep, he loves to hit on table and he's really active, busybody.
Does he crawl yet?
No, not yet. He sits up real good. He's sitting up now and grabbing things, but not crawling yet. So that's next.
Yeah, that's when it gets really hard. Do you think we're going back full time? I think everybody's intending to, go back full time. But I wonder, my question is, how long will it last?
Right. Because I'm hearing here, things are still the same with COVID. You know, the numbers are not changing. And so everybody is thinking there may be not necessarily a full shutdown, but you know, with these mask mandates,
coming back.
Yeah. You know, we were able, if you had your vaccinations at my job, you don't have to wear a mask. If you haven't, they're making people wear masks. But now I'm hearing it may be a possibility that they just may go back to everyone wearing a mask again.
Yeah, I think California was saying that about all indoor places. I think we're gonna go back to the mandate. And then I heard Florida's really bad with the numbers. What was that?
Restaurants won't allow you in. Some of them, they won't even allow you in unless you have your card.
Oh yeah, man, that's crazy. That's a good idea though, because people, oh no, I got my shot, you know.
Right, right.
But how many people really did?
She says she'll try when he's sleeping and triggers. Okay.
Let me know how it goes with his nails. And another thing I think would be a reward system. If you can get to one toenail and then say, you know, make a big deal about it and then give him a treat, like a jelly bean or something, just give him something. And then that way maybe he'll calm down and look forward to it as a good thing and not a bad thing. And then triggers. Oh yeah, that's a hard one. I think I remember he's 16, right? Is he 16?
Barbara's son.
Yeah, I thought he was about 16 because I thought she was one talking about GED.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And it seemed like in time, those triggers and the meltdowns kind of balanced out with Emily. But girls are a little bit more ahead than boys as far as like maturity and puberty and everything.
Oh, so
yeah, some go year round.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, see, that's what I've seen people, they end really early, and then I remember last year, I think it was last week of July, and I was thinking, what, we barely even got through into the summer.
Okay,
August 30th.
August 30th, okay.
Some down my way, South Carolina went back July, but we go back August 19th. Okay. I think we go back, it might be the 19th. It might have been the 19th that we go back. Hope you're all well. I haven't. Oh. My grandson. Oh.
Awesome.
Nice. That's really good. We have a soccer league in our area like that. Well, it was like 2 towns over, but it was
she's coming
in the same county.
She went to the store. She's coming.
Yeah, I think so too. Because that's almost like how like TV shows and stuff, they would always say like Labor Day was like the last day of summer.
Right.
Like for
Yep.
summer break. Yeah.
Hey, RS.
Hey, Steve.
He starts tomorrow. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
He assured me that he will have a couple of really rough weeks. His bad behavior will. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
think
used to go through that.
once he gets a routine going, I think he'll be all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We used to always count on it. It was usually until October, when things started to calm down with her, still trying to adjust. By October, she was getting it.
I know.
So we just started year after year, just expecting it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good that they pointed that out, though. Give him some time.
Emery bored and yep, while he's sleeping. Okay.
I did what I was doing, driven by my frustration over my inability to fit in with my peers, combined with my jealousy of my sister because she can make friends so easily. So I guess that explains a lot. Because if you have more things to be frustrated about, and you're frustrated at things that you may or may not be able to do, and you're seeing somebody else, yeah, that can, especially at that age, those pre-teen years and into teen years can be really emotional anyway. So to deal with that, yeah, that could be something that could cause a lot of anger. But it also, when you have something where you're sad about it or you're upset about it, it can come out as irritability and anger, like if it's a depression or something. So hopefully he can get better soon, or you could find out, maybe talk to his pediatrician, find out what's going on a little bit more. Hopefully it's something that he will come out of. Yes, I've been getting more angry and aggression from my 7-year-old. And yeah, so there's another one. Absolutely. I think he will skip crawling and go straight to driving. He's so cute and busy. I know he look. Honestly, it's better and safer to keep wearing masks. I think it is. If everyone's not, well, not to mention because the variants, there's so many different variants coming about. I guess, I don't know. I don't go out very much anymore anyway, so, but I was wearing my mask and then double vaccinated and then I stopped. But I think it is a good idea. Yes, because I'm hearing that kids that went back in July, one school had 50 cases in the first week of school. Yeah, I'm not surprised because and it depends on the ages too. Like I was saying, only certain age kids, the older kids, are getting vaccinated anyways.
Mm-hmm. No, you can't have my phone.
Oh, 16. Okay, that's what I thought. I thought he was 16. Okay. Okay, I will try the reward system for him too. Let me know. I hope something works.
Hold on for a second.
Okay. What state do you think has the best assistance for autism? I know there's a list. I know California is really good, but I've seen a top 10 list of the states with the best services and assistance for autism, and California wasn't on that top 10. It also showed the bottom 10. So I would say if you can find that list with the top 10 are really, really good because, like I said, California's not on there, and I feel like we have more than enough for services. And if Nita, when Nita, I think we're going. Oh, so you are going for the GED?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm muting myself on and off because
Okay.
baby want to act up. Okay. Just put it on. Okay. Thank you. Can you fix me a little Pepsi with lots of ice? Thank you.
So the
Give me some ice.
the most supportive states, the top 10, it starts with New Jersey, Connecticut, and Maryland. It goes to New York. So those would be the first few. And the least supportive are West Virginia, New Mexico, Tennessee, Nevada, Kentucky, Oklahoma, South Carolina, Nebraska, Mississippi, and Maine. Definitely not Georgia, she says. See, and so it's funny because Kenyana, you say definitely not Georgia, and Georgia's not on the least supportive. So think how less supportive these bottom 10 states are. Like I said, I know California is really good, but then there's the top 10 that California is not in. So I know those states are really, really good. But then those ones on the bottom, yeah.
Where does Michigan fall?
Michigan's not in here either. It's not the top or the bottom. Yeah, it's not the top or the bottom. I'm not sure, but I think Virginia is pretty good. I know that when I lived there, I was invited several times to share my experience at teacher seminars that indicated that they were going to some lengths to educate teachers about autism. My teens want to return so badly in person. I wouldn't mind another year at home. Everything is still so unstable.
Yeah,
I agree.
I agree. I agree.
If you can find a place to get vaccination.
Where are you at? We have plenty of places around here.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. Like,
plenty,
even if
everywhere you go, vaccination.
Yeah,
All the
that's what I was gonna ask.
all the CVS, all the Rite Aids, even the rec centers, and you can even go up to the schools. And they even have where they'll come to your house if you can't go to them. And we had someone coming door to door yesterday checking.
Really?
If you hadn't had your vaccinations, he was going to give you a list of places you can go.
Oh, nice. They had we went into the ER for something else, and they made an announcement over the speaker that anybody who was there with anybody that day was able to get a free vaccine, whether you had that medical insurance, the HMO, the hospital, whatever. Everybody there was welcome to a free vaccine. To a vaccine that day.
I can have it for a snack.
Like they were trying to give them away.
Hey, Victoria.
Hey, Victoria. Kansas wasn't on there either, so I guess I could look up. I could look them up. Give me 1 second to the exact order.
And starting August 1st, parents can change from person to remote and vice versa. However, remote students will have different teachers. Oh, really? They're going to separate the virtual learning teachers from the buildings. Wow. Oh, and Barbara says not in. Oh, really? Wow. Yeah, we have them all over here in the city. All over. I could walk 0.1 miles if I really wanted to. Yeah, me too. Right up the street, right? Maybe I should take Ethan downstate and yeah, because they're plentiful. They're plentiful. Even my job, that's how I got mine, through my job. Even the job set up a little medical thing where we all went, whoever wanted to get their vaccinations went right around the corner from the job. They made it very convenient.
Right.
Pammy.
Hey, Pam.
Yeah. 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 Silly baby.
Yeah, I'm still looking for the no. So Victoria says she's thinking it's down the list. Let me see. Okay, so here's the list. And Michigan is so this list, I don't know how new this one is, but this one varies because it has Michigan and California in the top 10. So Michigan is number 3, California was number 5, and Kansas is 25. And Georgia was 22. The absolute last one was
Oh, yeah, he is a little sweetie. But he's acting spoiled right now. His mama is gone, and he doesn't want auntie. So Mima is stuck. You see the baby?
My son's neurologist is recommending me to get my son the COVID vaccine shot when it comes available for his age. And he is, I'm going to say 6. Or is he 11? I think he's 6. The absolute last one was what? The absolute last one was Mississippi.
Ah. 10 years old.
Oh, 10. Okay, so he's 2 years short, huh, of the last. I think the youngest is 12 right now. Daniel's in his room pissed off because his friend is 8 and he's 7. He said, I ruined his life. It isn't that serious.
It's funny, but it's not funny.
Oh, no.
Now, why did he say that, Kenya?
That's it. I don't know.
Daniel is something else. You're gonna have to come on live with us one of these days, Kenyana, and have Daniel on to say hello.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It is always nice meeting all the kids.
if I can get some more people around the metro area, I do want to sooner or later get together in the park and do something.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
Yeah, get at least have some kind of kickoff.
Hmm.
If everything calms down, this COVID is just ruins
Yeah.
things for everybody,
Hmm.
you know.
Yeah, sure does.
Can we stop?
Kenyana says,
Can we
wish I
stop
lived
doing
closer.
that? Can you stop? Can you stop that? Can you stop that?
Does he have teeth yet?
No.
No.
No. But
If
he
he
eats
wants to be 8. Oh. Yeah, that's like, I was wondering because he's blowing raspberries like that. I was wondering if he was teething.
Mm-mm.
If he wants to be 8, he could always.
You know how you do this?
Oh, yeah. Oh, he was doing it too, I think.
He does it to you too. It slobs all over you. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
If he wants to be 8, he could always travel to an island inhabited by cannibals. Did you hear what he said?
What did he say?
If he wants to be 8, he can always travel to an island inhabited by cannibals. It took me a
Charles.
second.
Mr. Charles. Mr. Charles is something else. Huh? 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 Ari, come, you finish eating? Come see if he's calm. Get a toy. Get a toy or something. Me, my tired.
What's he looking at up there?
I don't know. Probably the light. The light is right there. I don't know what he's looking at over there. I told you put a toy in your hand. Put a toy. Get something. One of his rattles or something. Yep. You going to Auntie. Yeah, you going to Auntie. Let's get Auntie. Let's go to Auntie. Look, Auntie got toys. Ooh, that's a big boy. How long this lasts?
I know, I was already listening. I was already trying to see if he was going to start crying. She used to live there with him, though, right?
Well, that was when he was just born. You know, she had to go back to school.
So she's been home since June, or no?
No, she just got home yesterday.
Because it's what? Oh, she went to school through the summer?
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
she went actually. She went back for her last month, and then she worked these last couple months. You know, her job.
Oh, okay.
School, so she been up there in Lansing.
Okay.
She just
got. I remember back when she went back. Yeah, I think I just didn't know that she stayed.
Yeah, she wanted to get some use out of that apartment that was being paid for.
I forgot. How far is Lansing from Detroit?
It's about a almost 2-hour drive. No,
okay.
I mean, if you get on the freeway, it's straight shot, not too far.
Oh, okay.
An hour depends on the traffic.
Okay.
Not surprised in Kansas at all. Some lady told me tonight that her friend took a magnet and it stuck to her arm. So she is sure they are putting something. Oh, Lord. Oh, my goodness. Highlight. Ooh. I'm getting ready to turn the camera off. I'm here.
Oh, okay. Charles says Lansing is about 150 kilometers from Detroit.
And what's that in miles?
I don't know about the check. And about 93 miles.
Okay.
And
hi, Erica.
And Pam said she laughed so hard. It's funny the things that people come up like. I really always wondered, do they really believe these things, or
they do.
They? Yeah, like she probably didn't think anything sounded crazy about that. Hey, so anybody here ever seen that documentary? It came out like maybe 2010, 2009. No, I think it came out in 2009, and it's called Bully. It's on Netflix right now.
I haven't.
Okay, so I've seen it years ago, but then we just rewatched it, and that kind of made me really decide what Emily would be doing this year, being on homeschool. But if anyone else seen it, I wonder if you guys thought the same thing that I thought, that more than a few kids on there that was being bullied had traits of autism, and I would say what they used to call Asperger's, autism level 1. But I know that I can't be the only one that thought that. But it was 2009, so Emily was 4. I mean, autism was well known, but I guess I don't know. I guess I was wondering if some places, maybe if they're doing okay on mainstream, educationally, maybe they don't even look any further. Yeah, Steve, I know that you saw it. I saw you see it, Steve. But it was really sad. It was really
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah, it was enlightening, and so I wondered how the kids were really, because this is a documentary, so you really see the kids bullying kids and kids being bullied. But so I thought, they don't know the camera's there. Like, how are they hiding the cameras? I can see the camera footage. It looks like they're moving around them and stuff like they should be seen. But when I heard the director and the creators talking about it, they said the kids got used to them being there and they just started to be normal again. And that's the stuff that they did. They just did it without even caring that it was being filmed or that there were adults there. I mean, they were.
It was a lie. Something.
It was documentary. Yeah, like, so the kid was riding the bus, and they would hit him. They would poke him with pencils. They would strangle him. They would do all kinds of stuff on the bus. Finally, the film crew took it to his parents and said, "Hey, you know what? This is way, you guys should really know about this." But yeah, kids were doing this right in front of the world, really, because they knew it was being filmed. Nothing. Yeah, it's just the worst person on it to me. I think, I'm pretty sure she was the principal. She, it's just, oh my goodness, it's upsetting.
Wow.
Oh, so let me see. Kenyana says, I've seen that twice at Daniel Special Needs Private School. There isn't much bullying because they all have autism and other disabilities. I considered that as well, because see, something there. I mean, you could still come across bullying, but there's a lot more understanding, and yeah, it's just
wow.
Bullies tend to pick on kids who are different, and we're on the autism spectrum are different. Yes, and that's what I was saying, like what Kenyana was just saying. It does make a difference when it's a school with different disabilities and as well as autism, because then it's their peers. And when it's their peers, you tend to fit in better. You tend to be accepted better. Teresa says I had to stop watching the movie. Yeah,
Wow.
it was
That sounds like it was deep. Wow.
mhm.
What did the
I think
parents do eventually?
um they well, so one of them their son committed suicide.
Oh
So they
no.
became advocates and they were trying to go to schools. They opened up, they made like a Facebook group. But they try to go to schools in the school districts, and they need to start act like I what I said was, if you bring a gun to school or a knife to school, it's zero tolerance. If you threaten a kid with a knife or a gun, I think that should go in the same realm, the
Yeah.
same category.
Right.
No, zero tolerance. But it wasn't happening like that. Like there was one point when the principal had the bully and the bullied kid shake hands and said, "No, you guys can get along. You guys shake hands." He said sorry. Da, da, da. That the kid who was bullied disagreed with it because he was still gonna get bullied when she wasn't there. No, he wasn't gonna accept the apology because it wasn't sincere. It was just it was. After that, I was like, okay, because we had already been thinking about, because of COVID with homeschool. But I
Right.
mean, you see shootings all the time, you see bullying, and for a kid who, like, so for Emily, she comes home, she doesn't relate her day to us. We can ask her, and she's not going to recall anything. She won't come home and tell us either if anything's
Right.
happening.
Right.
That's when it's scary, and I know many of us deal with that.
Hmm. Wow. Well, I don't
Hmm.
know if I do want to watch it now because
Yeah.
that sounds.
Hmm.
Mm,
Yeah,
mm,
it
mm.
was because, and there was so that was the one who the parents became advocates for that. The other, I think, the one who actually made the Facebook group, his son also committed suicide, but
Mm.
they, I think they did, them two didn't live in the same state when it and they happened some years apart,
Yeah, I
but they're
think
both
they should
advocates now.
start. The school systems should, um, as part of that child's orientation coming into the school, they should
Hmm.
have something immediately that talks about bullying. Although it's
Exactly.
in their little pamphlets, but they really
Hmm.
need
Yeah.
somebody to sit down and discuss
Hmm.
it with them before
Yeah,
school
exactly.
starts.
Hmm. And like Steve said too, it's a documentary that maybe they should be showing in school.
Right,
Bullies have pushed kids to this. This is what bullying looks like. It's, I don't know. It's just so what they were doing on the ratings, they didn't want it to be rated R. They said, but the whoever gives the ratings federally try to make it rated R because of the things that were happening on there. But the directors and the creators were saying no, PG-13. But what's bad is because, okay, so you're saying that what happens at school should not be seen on documentary by people under 17 because you're saying it should be rated R. So school is rated R. I mean, then there's already a problem there. Like
right.
these are kids. This is where you send your kid to school each day. Pam says, I need to watch that. Ralph was bullied. It was so hard to know that. They also bullied the older para as well. They knew it and did nothing.
Wow,
My
that hurts
sister-in-law
my heart
lives,
to hear that.
yeah, my sister-in-law lived in Wichita. Her mom was a bus driver for the school district. They did the same thing, Pam. The kids bullied her so bad. She'd go home crying, and she had Bell's palsy, which is a virus in your face. It kind of slumps on one side for the few months that you have it. But they bullied her so bad. She couldn't even go to work. Eventually, she did have to quit her job because of it. But
Wow,
yeah, no, I see what Pam's talking about. I mean, it's not like anything. It's like once you know about it, there should be something that the school staff can do about it.
right. They should have stepped in immediately. The district,
Exactly.
the district, or something. You would think.
Yeah, exactly. Um, he got bullied in kindergarten and general education. Yeah, Teresa said she had to stop watching the movie. It made me cry. Yeah, definitely. It was, oh my goodness.
Well, I know I'll be crying. I can't. That's
Hmm.
why I may have to stay away from it. Just hearing
Yeah.
about
It
that.
it was like it was sad, and then it made you like so angry, like, and then where are they had like the parents coming, to the school board meetings, but of course it was the parents of kids that were bullied, not the, kids that were bullying, of course they're not going to show their face. But I I think there's a reason for everything, but it also goes to show that's why those, they're raising kids that would do something like that. They're also the ones who weren't going to the city, the school council meetings or the school board meetings. The principal was clueless. Yeah, that's what Steve says. And yeah, she was, with our kiddos. I'm sure your kiddos have constipation with maybe some of the medicine that they're on. I don't want to go into detail unless this isn't the appropriate chat. Maybe I can just put it on the page. You can do either one.
Yeah, that's open.
Um,
I talk about my
and
son's issues all the
mhm,
time.
that's what this is for. So if you
Hmm.
have, if anybody's familiar with this, yeah, and definitely medications can have lots of side effects. That could be a cause of it. Diet, um,
Yeah,
um,
diet. Mhm.
activity level even can affect constipation. Ralph cried every night after
Oh,
school.
Ralphie.
Yeah. Every time
Oh,
I think about bullying, I always think about Ralph because I remember everything that Pam was saying, and it's it's hard. You have to send your kids
right.
to school. And some parents don't have a choice to keep them at home, for homeschool or other options. From the GM Renaissance Center in Detroit to the State Capitol building in Lansing, it's 146 kilometers.
Mr.
That's a
Charles.
nice that Renaissance Center is really nice. I like that.
Yeah, it's yeah, General Motors main building
Hmm.
now, but it used to be real nice back in the I haven't been in there in so long since they keep switching hands. But it
Hmm.
used to have the restaurant, the Summit up at the top. That's a long time ago. But it used to rotate around.
Oh, really?
Yep, and a little waterfall. And remember, they had the hotel. I wonder if I think the Marriott was in there.
Oh, okay.
I know it was a while back, but like I said, it's been so long since I've been in there.
So is GM's building, whose building was it before that?
Who had that building before? Yeah, that's what it was. Marriott. I
Oh,
think.
okay.
I think. Don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that because it doesn't change hands a couple times. So,
Yeah, Pam, that would actually, yeah, that would be especially right now coming back into school. It's a good thing to talk about, just like with Kate yesterday, and then Ralph's story, because then too, parents can kind of look for the signs that of a kid that's being bullied,
mhm.
and because behaviors can speak louder than words, a lot of the times. But when we have questions, they can't go much more into detail, right? Like Emily didn't like school for a good long while, and we were wondering if anything was going on. But yeah, definitely, I think that would be something worth sharing for concerned parents. Um, I had to be an advocate for my son every single day because he was getting bullied every day after lunch whenever he uses the restrooms.
Oh man. See, I hate to hear. Oh my God, I hate to hear stuff like
Hmm.
that. People can be so doggone cruel.
Hmm. Yeah. And just like I said during the documentary, I was like, even if, like, so one kid committed suicide at age 17. And so he was almost done with school. But, when you're in that age, nothing else matters. This is your whole, it, it's such a small part of your life, but you don't realize that then, that those years are a few years. But he had, lifelong consequences for what he did. But um, it's hard because even if he went to homeschool at any part of that, he still would have had to live with the memories of what happened and
Right.
knowing that he had been treated like that and that people thought that about him. And it's hard because it doesn't just stop because they're not going anymore. The damage is done. Now, as far as maybe not having more damage, but yeah, it's hard. It's unfair. It should be, like I said, like a zero tolerance. But it's like
Period.
it seems like they have
Zero
nothing to be
tolerance.
able to do.
Period.
Exactly. Bullying is terrible. A lot of teachers don't deal with it. I think that happened to Ralph. Teresa, I think that happened to Ralph as well. Yeah, that's what I always think. I always think the boys' bathroom is like a place, like, to be harassed, and because too, who's in there supervising? Nobody,
Right.
and they know that. Okay, thanks everyone. My son is on medicine that causes constipation, so he sometimes won't go for 3 or 4 days. I know it's important for our kiddos to go to. I took him to a GI a while ago, and they just suggest that I clean him out with Miralax and center, and then give him a regular dose of Miralax. The problem is when I'm giving him Miralax, now he's feeling that sensation to go, and he gets very anxious, and he'll only go at home, or he'll go in the water like the bathtub, or in. Does this?
You got to go on the page. You can't see it from StreamYard.
Oh, okay.
You got to go on the actual live to finish reading it.
Oh, okay, I got it. For some reason, it's not on mine.
Let me see.
Oh, here it is.
You
I found it.
Okay.
Yeah. So only go in the water, the bathtub, or in the pool, and he places his fingers in place that you shouldn't because of that, and it becomes very messy. Sorry if this is too much information, but I think all of you have. I think all of you, if you have any suggestions. Maybe something. I can't remember what the chemical in Miralax is, but maybe if you can go with something less, what is that called? More gentle, but I forgot what they call. I think they call those stimulant laxatives. If you can go with one more, I don't know if Miralax is that, but if you can go with a natural one like fiber, or like Veggie Lax type of thing, where when he can go, he will be able to go, but it doesn't have that sudden urge and the cramping to have to go. Cindy and I have dined in a couple of revolving restaurants with panoramic views, but the best view was the view across the table. That was nice. And Pam, yes, he couldn't tell me. That's the hardest thing. And they don't even know that it's relevant, that they need to tell us and repeat what happened, but just that they think that the only thing is that they just showed they don't want to go back.
Yeah.
But they can't tell us.
They have a hard time vocalizing,
yeah,
what happened.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thank all of you if you have any ideas. He would come home with bruises on his arms, and then one day I got a call from the vice principal, and she told me that bully rammed his head into a metal pole.
What?
And he had a goose-sized egg on his forehead. Did they happen to tell you what happened to the bully?
Right. What did they do? Who stepped in? Oh my God, it just hurts my heart when I hear.
I know, right?
Wow.
Nowadays, if he gets bullied, he'd probably kick them in the groin or really hurt someone because he's bigger than the kids his age. He's 7, but he's 4'9" and weighs 85 pounds. Oh my goodness, he is big.
He's a big boy.
That's good. He's sticking up for himself now. And it's sad because you're going to have your kid be able to, can he defend himself? He's going to school. Does he, that you shouldn't have to think, my kid, can he defend himself? Can he, ward off the bullies? One of them is Veggie Lax. It's Senecot. Senna, SENNA. If you look at Veggie Lax, if you look up any of those 3 words on search, Anything with senna in there as the main ingredient is veggie lax. So it's like a natural fiber that will make you regular, but not the stimulant laxatives. My 9-year-old, 4 feet 900 pounds. And how old? And he's 7. Whoa, and they're 2 years apart. I have to wonder why that bully wasn't arrested for battery. Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah, they should have something has to be done.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
We have all these bully campaigns going on, but you know, they have to be aggressive when they go into the schools. And like I said, my thing is at the beginning, before they even step foot in the class, you know, there should be some kind. It may not help totally, but I think it's a start before they even step foot in the class every school year.
Yeah. And you know, a way to address it too, just like you said, along those lines, what they should do is, you know how kids sign contracts for the school year, you know, in class and do things like that. What they should do is make everybody accountable. If you see somebody getting bullied and, you know, it's the kid over here is bullying the kid over there, be responsible and bring it to somebody's attention, you know, bring it to the staff. But everybody, it has to be like a full effort to combat it.
Right. So everyone, I put the link in. If you'd like to come on in the room with us, feel free. The link is in the chat. Mr. Charles.
Hi, Charles.
Hi, Linda, Anita. So
How
how are you all doing?
Good.
I'm good. How are you? I'm sorry.
Oh, doing fine. You know, Cindy fixed some chicken thighs for dinner, and we had a nice dinner and down here.
Nice.
Nice.
I always forget you guys all ate dinner already.
Yeah. But yeah, we had a nice day. You know, well, as you know, Linda, we watched, you know, the part of the convention today, and so, you know, we did that.
Nice.
Yeah, it should start at home, Pam. You are right. Definitely.
Definitely.
Start at home.
And that's what I was saying. Like the school board meeting, none of those parents are there that had the bully, you know, the kids as bullies.
Right.
And, you know, like Pam said, it starts at home.
Yeah, kids, you know, particularly the worst offenders when it comes to bullies tend to be kids whose home life is messed up.
Right.
Exactly. Yep.
And
because
some
I would think
even get mad. Some parents even
Yeah.
get mad if you try to, you know, step in when their child is doing something wrong. You can't even say anything to another child, and it's a shame, especially when they're doing wrong.
Yeah. Like, yeah. It's just like I would think that if I heard about a board meeting like this or a meeting, you know, at school like this, I would think I would want to go whether my kid was being bullied or not.
Right.
But none of those parents, like I would be, but see, my kid, I know my kids weren't the bullies though, but I would have it in me to want to go to the meeting to advocate, you know, for, you know, the bullying to stop. But again, you know, it starts at home, and I'm sure they wouldn't be shocked.
A lot depends on the school board, whether the school board is concerned about the well-being of kids or whether they're concerned primarily about covering their necks.
Yeah.
So they're concerned mainly about covering their necks, then nothing's going to be done about bullying. Oh no, that doesn't happen here.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah.
Danielle says it was just too good.
Yeah.
Same problem that some women, you know, and some, you know, female students have encountered in some college campi when they've reported sexual assaults. Same problem as that, where in some places, college officials, the main concern is about covering their necks, you know, about sparing the college bad publicity. and not about
Yeah, exactly. The
protecting the student.
reputation. But what's really bad about that is because they're not doing anything when it comes up, it ends up being something tragic and big when it does happen. You know, you have a suicide or you have a rape or something like that, and it's huge, you know. But had they taken care of it when these little things were happening, or they were, you know, what did they call that? My brain is, if they were proactive ahead of time.
Right.
Yeah.
Danielle says, I can't stand a bully. I volunteered a lot. I always sat with the bully at lunch and ate. I didn't say a word. I just watched. I played outside with the kids and everything. I document everything. I tell the school if they can't straighten out the situation, I will file a police report.
Yeah, there
Good.
you go. There you go. Right there. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, because that's the other thing you run into is a lot of these schools, you get these zero tolerance policies for fighting. And what that means is that if you're being bullied, you fight back. Now, both you and the bully get equally in trouble
Yeah.
for fighting.
Yeah, and that's not fair. That's not fair.
Which really,
know who did what, who started it.
Which really promotes bullying, because the one kid who's bullying doesn't care anyways, and if the kid doesn't fight back, he's bullied because he didn't stick up for himself. But if he does, like you said, then he gets punished just like the bully did. It's like
the primary purpose of these zero tolerance policies is to make it difficult to sue a school board, because they claim they're handling all situations even-handedly, but they're not. They're, you know, they're on draconian policies, and we don't know. You know, we're afraid if we say this kid's at fault, the other kid's parents are going to sue us. So we're going to say they're both at fault. Just suspend them both for fighting.
The yard duty took him to the vice principal, and they also called the boy's parents into the office, and they suspended him for 4 weeks, and he also lost his lunch recess, and they had every yard duty to watch him.
Good. Well, that's good. That's a school board that's doing their job.
And hopefully he didn't do it again to anyone else.
Yeah.
Hopefully that taught him a lesson.
But that's a difference of you being a good person and a parent, and the others not. And goes back to what Pam said, starts at home.
Yep, definitely starts at home.
In the middle school, they had kiddos with behavior issues on Ralph's bus. They did not have autism. Those are the ones who bullied Ralph. And Betty the para, she finally quit.
Wow. And I really don't think that they should mix our kids with, you know, the regular students because of that, just because of that reason. I had issue with the buses a while back, and I would have rather my son, you know, get a ride to school if that would being the case, because that's one thing I do worry about. And me knowing DeAndre, someone pick with him, he'll think they're playing, like play boxing or something like that.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. You get kids with behavioral issues. That's a different story from kids on the autism spectrum. And you know, these kids, the behavioral issues, they're going to pick on other kids. They're going to, you know, carry out their behavioral problems.
Hey, Lori.
Hey, Lori. I remember being fed up in the 8th grade, jacking a bully up in the locker bank. No more bullying.
Yeah, when you get fed up.
Yeah. That's when the tables turn, you know, things balance out at that point and things get better. But unfortunately, you know, you can't always do that. Not every kid can do that, you know.
Right. But and then you'll get those parents nowadays You get those parents, oh, you hit my child, or your child hit my child, but what was your child doing to my child?
Right. And they never seem to want to believe, no, not
Right.
my kid.
My kid is good.
It's always the parents that say that too. They'll be like, if they say that, you're trying to cover something up, or you have to know deep down inside because you keep trying to bring that up like it's going to change the fact.
Oh, and Cindy was a kid. She was 16. She learned that a boy her age had been bullying her brother, who was 6 years younger than she was. Cindy's the oldest of 8 kids in the family. Okay, and anyway, her father had taught her to fight, and she beat that bully up.
She wasn't gonna take it no more. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm gonna put the.
Oh, do you want to do your thing for the calendar, Neva?
Yeah, I'm looking at link, pulling up the link now. So for those of you, go ahead.
And by the way, let me, we talked about Focus Live on transition. Let's target the week of sometime in the week of August 16th. Sometime in that week.
Okay.
We'll figure out a time that works. Sometime other than Tuesday night.
Linda, will you be able to take care of that during that time?
What day was it? The 16th, or did you say 16th?
I was saying the week of August 16th. I was thinking.
Yeah, I'll be back.
We could do the week of August 23rd.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be back.
That's
after. If it's after the 16th. Yeah.
Yeah, it's after the 16th. That's what I'm saying. Because next week, not this coming week, but the week after that, the week of the 9th, my daughter's coming to visit. So we're going to be doing a bunch of things together then. Look forward to seeing her in person.
Nice. Yeah, Emily goes back to school that week, and then we have the IEP. But I mean, it might be all right. It just depends on when. What's going on with the schedule on that? I think the IEP is on the 16th.
All right, good. Bully got in trouble again. Good.
Yeah, real good. Yep. Keep getting them in trouble. If they keep doing it, more trouble. So I put the link for our Beautiful Faces 2022 calendar. We are collecting those pictures. Thank you to everyone who has submitted thus far. If you are interested in having your baby or yourself included in the calendar, make sure you fill out the form through that link. And we will not be accepting pictures through the inbox or email because this gives us permission to use the picture or the picture of your child. It's like our footprint. So it has to be done through the link. Let me see if I can. Oh, I can't because it's the background. I was going to see if I could put the example in here, but it's in the background. But if you are interested, we did it for 2020 and we're going to do it again for 2022. Lori says it's hard for me to hear about kids being bullied because I was bullied all through high school and junior high. It just hurts because no one did. Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah, I can imagine it does. Hey, Sonia.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Sonia.
Hey. I was just remembering when Queen was getting bullied last year. Was it last year, Queen? In third grade. In third grade. Oh, year before last, third grade. Yeah. Wow. By a pair of sisters. Mom. A little sister and I guess they were almost the same age, but the other one was like chunky and they were short and little. And Queen is kind of tall. So she I don't know if they were trying to be her friend and she took it the wrong way, but when it all came down to it, it wasn't much of a bully situation as more as little girls trying to get to know another girl that wasn't exactly like them, and she didn't know how to take it.
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I've got my memories of bullying, but that's, to me, it's like a distant memory now. I mean, and it's behind me, and I got a story I got to tell though. When my late second wife Heloise was a little girl, she always wanted one of those big lollipops with the faces on them. Well, one day her grandmother bought those lollipops, one for her, one for each of her siblings. So she was outside licking her lollipop, and her twin sister Hazetta warned her, "Uh-oh, here comes Spanky." Spanky was the neighborhood bully, okay, and he's gonna want some of that lollipop. And so he goes up to her, "You gonna let me have some of that?" And she says, "I ain't." And he said, "I said, you're gonna give me some of that lollipop." And he goes, "I said I ain't." And so then he pushed her, and the lollipop went flying, broke into a zillion pieces. The next thing she remembers is she was on top of Spanky. Now, she was 7 years old, and Spanky was 10. She was on top of him and banging his head into a light post, and he had to be taken away in an ambulance. Her grandmother was cheering him on while her mother was getting, was in shock.
Wow.
She said, "Yeah, that's the next thing she remembers is being on top of Spanky and banging his head into the light post." And he was never seen in that neighborhood again.
Say again.
Hi, Emily.
Say hi. Hi. Say hi. Oops.
Hi, Emily.
Hi, Emily.
Hi. They said hi.
So, Sonia, how did you guys find out that that's what was going on with the girls?
All the girls were in the office with me, and we all discussed the situation, and all they were trying to do was get to know her. And I know, Queen, there's another incident. We went to a family. What's that backflash? Is that me? Yeah. Wait a minute. Let me turn this down. Okay. But yeah, we had a family gathering, and one of the little girls in the family was trying to play a game, hide and seek with her, and she just ran up to Queen and said tag, and Queen was like, "No, I'm not playing with you. I don't want to play with you." So that's how I found out that she does that, and we'll call it a bullying situation. So she will tell the kids no, or not want to deal with them, and not understand they want to play with her, or something that she doesn't want to do, and she turns it into something dramatic.
Yeah.
So we have to get down to the root of the problem with that.
Yeah,
she doesn't like dealing with people, so she'll say it's something that it's not, so she doesn't have to deal with it.
Yeah.
And that's
where
the first
Understanding social cues and also understanding how to handle certain situations.
We got something interrupting us. That noise. What is that?
Some kind of echo or something. I don't know where's. Let me see. Nope. Let's see. Linda, is that you? That was you, Linda. That was you. I muted you and then it went away. Yeah, that's you, Linda.
Yeah, that's strange though, because she was doing fine all along here. No strange sounds up until now.
I think, is it doing
Yeah, you sound like a robot.
turn up my volume? But I think that's turn it on.
Yeah, you sound like a robot.
Well, that ain't me.
Okay, what else we got going on? I wonder what would happen if one of the bullied kids sold
So cool.
the school for not protecting and ensuring a safe, bully-free learning environment.
We'll sue the school.
Oh, Sue. Okay. Yeah, that's probably what needs to happen. Have a safe week. Take a moment. Yes, definitely have a
Yeah.
safe week. You too, Danielle.
You too, Danielle.
We want to say hi, Emily. Hi, Emily. Okay. Any last words, everybody? Before we log on, and we're gonna say this again. We look forward to Mr. Charles and his Focus Live coming sometime the week of the 16th.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'll make sure I have it ready in time for then.
Okay. Any last words, you two?
It's always nice being here with you guys.
Always nice
Good to
having
have you
you.
with us, Sonia.
So I'm gonna go ahead and finish my meal here. Y'all know I be eating when I'm on here. So Linda sounded like a robot, so she says, yes, everyone take care and have a good week. And we'll look forward to Mr. Charles in another couple weeks. And
Yep.
you guys later. Don't forget about the calendar. If you haven't submitted your pictures, make sure you do that. The deadline is not until November, but try to gather until we can't gather no more. All right, you guys. I appreciate everyone. Good night.
Good
See
night.
you guys next time.